Happy Monday.
What's going on? Happy New Year's to y'all.
Yeah, Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
T, did you enjoy the birthday turn up?
Yeah, I did. Most definitely. I slept the next day, the whole day, so I guess I did.
You was karaoke until 5 in the morning.
Happy belated birthday.
You said what?
You karaoke until 5 in the morning. You should have.
No, girl, I was feeling it too.
I seen the look in your eyes. It's time to go.
My skin actually, it was T's birthday.
New Year's
Eve.
He had to turn up like no other. The bottom, the bottles of what was that? What was this stuff? That we was drinking.
When? That the brunch or at?
Yeah, the brunch mimosas. Oh, the bottles of mimosas was going.
Y'all women got some strong kidneys. And I mean livers, because the mimosas strong.
Yes, they were.
They sneak up on you.
Yes.
They do.
I said, man, I'm not even drinking no more. Why am I getting drunker?
That's champagne. Yeah.
Let's get into it. Y'all know what it is. It's the homeboys conversation. What they say? Sound like Reg was.
Sounds like you were turned up.
Yeah, I was overturned. Trust me, them bottomless mimosas get me every time. It's the homeboys conversation and collaborations with Dating 101 Card Game. We got everybody in the building. We got Miss Siobhan Carter back, the youth relationship coach, the author, and everything. What's going on?
I missed y'all last week. Hey.
Then we got T, the birthday boy that probably still celebrating his birthday this week. We never know. You never know. He probably might want to celebrate again this week. Huh?
I'm chilling. I think I'm chilling unless anybody got suggestions. You know?
Yes. What was the one on the fly?
Wait, Jordan said, can we ask questions in the comments? She got a question, but the one in the flyer was about your ex.
Okay, I'm going to start with that one. Let me see. Okay, so Charmaine and Smitty has been broken up for the past 6-7 years. Wasn't long ago, but they had 2 kids together, a 10-year-old boy and a 7-year-old little girl. Charmaine is always adamant about not bringing anybody around her kids, but when she do, she felt like Smitty actually should know. Her and Smitty haven't got along in years. Just so happens, Charmaine introduced her new dude to Smitty after they've been dating for the last 7 months. She felt like it was a real good relationship, and she just introduced him to the kids and felt like the father should know. Now, Smitty is real hands-on with his kids, but Charmaine's new boyfriend was actually a basketball coach, and Smitty's son is actually playing basketball, and Smitty wasn't that good, so he, enjoyed his input. Over time, with, talking about the kids and what's name, Smitty and the new boyfriend developed a friendship. Charmaine actually overheard them in the game playing. She kept hearing Smitty call out her ex's name as well as her son call out dad. So she did not know what was going on at first. Then she realized they were playing the video game together with their father actually, I guess, playing on another team. If y'all don't understand it, you can play with other players when it comes to Madden, NBA 2K, Grand Theft Auto. That's what me and my friends we do all the time. So he actually was over the kid. He actually was over the White House. He actually was over the kid's mother house, playing a game with the son and actually playing with the ex. When she found out the ex and her new dude was friend, she immediately wanted her new dude to cut it off. She felt like that was too close. And being as though they haven't got along, she felt like she did not want her ex in her business. Now the question to y'all is, I'm going to ask y'all on both everybody's level. Do you think she's being petty? 1. 2, do you think you can become friends with an ex, new person, and do you think if you were dating somebody, you actually can become friends with someone ex, especially if kids involved? Siobhan, if you don't, T, let T go first.
My answer gonna be short and sweet. Yeah. I know she gonna tap in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really about to tap in too much, but in her situation, I don't think she's being petty, because you said her and her ex don't get along, and if I didn't get along with my ex, I wouldn't want them to be friends with the current person I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want my ex talking bad about me or throwing salt on me or anything like that, just out of spite, because we don't get along. Now, if me and my ex got along or was cordial, I think it's great that my ex and my new partner get along. You know what I'm saying? That's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I would do it. I would do it. Like, on both sides. If he a cool dude, me and my ex get along. I ain't trying to get her back or nothing like that. I mean, I feel like I could.
Gotta put that in there.
You know.
Yes. Miss Siobhan?
So, I honestly don't have a problem with it. I don't see what the issue is. Like, I would love for my ex and my new dude to get along. Like, why? Great. It's a happy world for everybody. Peace on earth, you know? So it's like, I wouldn't have a problem with it. So I've actually been in this situation where I was connected with my dude's ex, and we exchanged numbers, and they have a child together. So it's like, we were cool. We go out. She's remarried. So it's like we all go out, hang out. So it was fun. So I don't see an issue with it. I guess what T brought up as far as if there were some issues with the ex, I don't know. I mean, I still don't see the harm in it.
Okay. I don't see I'm with T as I understand her issue. Being as though I'm the only one with kids on the show, if me and my ex didn't get along, I would not want my new girl and my ex to actually be talking, because I understand how just the bad mouth and the bad talking and all that type of stuff. And I'm in solidarity, we both beefing with her. Like, that's just how I feel. We both beefing with her. She's not your friend. And that's where my point come in. If I'm beefing with her, you beefing with her. Don't all this old friendly type stuff. Nah, we're not doing that. So I can understand. Now, just like both of y'all pointed out, as long as everybody's cool and we're cordial and we got a good relationship, yeah, I would want y'all to be able to see, talk to each other. I still think, and again, I'm coming from a place of on the opposite side with kids. I don't know how close I want y'all actually to be. Because I would hate to come home chilling and my ex in this joint and y'all just chopping it up. Like, no.
I guess maybe I don't understand what the concern is. Like you say, if y'all don't get along, or if that situation is they're chopping it up, what?
Because I feel like, you know, when people become friends, they get, you know, diarrhea of the mouth. And they start telling too much. Like, you know, it happens. Y'all sitting there, y'all having drinks, and the person asking like, well, why did y'all break up? You know, and they start telling some stuff that I haven't told the new person. So now, you know, most of the times, whoever tells the story first seems like they're being honest. So now this new woman, this old woman is telling my new woman, even if I was the bad guy, this old woman is telling my new woman, I'm trash. Well, he do this and he do that, and he, you know, I'm gonna just be straight up with you. I ain't trying to get him back, but you need to watch out for this, watch out for that. And I don't care who you are. Once those things get into your head, you start to kind of pay attention. And now you starting to be friendly with this person. You may think this person got my best interest at hand. So yes, that is a problem. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
So keeping it real, Ken said they are grown. I wouldn't care because if you talk about me to each other and I find out it's on my skin naturally, we would have to be married before me to make a requirement of friends for the child. And I do not think she's being petty, just cautious. Everyone will have to have their own mate. If he's still single, then they do not need to be friends. Yep, Red, CC from all. Not friends, but no beef either. Keeping it real, Ken, no feeling, no problem. You are the ex. She also says non-healthy people don't talk shit about their mate. And I get, yeah, exactly. My skin naturally, Reg, I totally agree. And men can't be petty like that. Facts. Victoria Wild, I don't believe this. I agree with Reggie. I think and maybe because my experience was
But you had a negative experience too.
I think, no, it was, so the other one I just didn't like, so we weren't friends, but it wasn't the thing where I couldn't hang around with them or something like that. So it wasn't a thing of she said something about him. I guess that's what I'm talking about. So it's like, it's just, we didn't jive or whatever, but the other ex, we were cool. So that's what I'm talking about.
Because I just don't see, at this point, it's like, it's just too many people out here for you to be friends with than to be friends with my ex. I understand that if you became friendly with my child and y'all started to do things that my ex is kind of involved with, because I understood that, oh yeah, you play basketball, cool. Like, he need that. Like, and especially if you thinking the betterment of the child and not you. I guess that it's kind of like a slippery slope, because in all actuality, I want the best for my child, whether it be this dude or whatever, but I ain't got to be your buddy. Like, I'm just saying. Now, I can honestly say, I don't think I have ever met an ex, new dude. Maybe I need to take it out this thing. I have never met, either of my kids' mother. I've never been introduced to either one of their boyfriends. Never. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they never introduced me. And I just be like, whatever. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. But, yeah, for real, it wasn't. But they have never, even my oldest daughter years ago, they never introduced me. I don't know if the dudes was like, I don't want to meet that nigga or whatever, which is cool, but in a way, it was disrespectful because you cared more about him than my daughter's safety. But you would want the father to say, hey, yeah, something happens, I'm going to be the one you see. It didn't matter to me because we need to be cordial. If something would happen, I don't need you to remember me. I know how you look. Go ahead, they say the same.
My skin naturally said, this is the thing. We couldn't be friends while together, so why now be friends with my new dude? Yeah, spend time with my child, cool, but no unnecessary stuff.
All right. Yeah,
each his own, I guess.
I actually was scrolling on the Dating 101 card game page, which I also need to do, and I've seen a video, and it says something, and I actually replayed it back and forth, and I was like, wow, that's kind of thought provoking. One of the comments said the video was, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, it was like, because you know me in the mess that I'm in and still wanting to date me is a red flag. Do you remember that, Siobhan, on the page? Where's the video on the Date 101 page? And the woman was like, basically, if you want to date me and knowing all the drama and the mess of a character that I have, that's a red flag to me. So I'm asking the panel. I'm going to ask you guys. Since you don't remember, Siobhan, I'm going to start with you first this time. Somebody knowing everything, your bad habits, everything, just knowing that you can be chaotic or whatever you deem is bad for a relationship. They know this, and they still want to date you. Like, they're still like, no, it's not that big of a deal. I can handle it. Would that be a red flag for you? Why are you laughing, T? Would that be a red flag for you?
Let's see go first. Because I gotta think about this.
Would it be a red flag if everybody knew, if a person knew, let's say this person got all the information like that. Okay.
All right. It should be a red flag. It should be. Now, I've been on both ends of this red flag, on both sides, okay? It's something about the danger of it all. Or it could be the confidence level. For me, I think it's the confidence level. Because it's like, I know you toxic. I know everything you're going through. But my confidence so high, I feel like I could deal with those problems and be all right, and we'd be good, which never turns out to be the case. And I still don't live my lesson either. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other hand, you got me. I know I got my issues. And, you know, sometimes I even wonder to myself, like, why are they dealing with me? Like they shouldn't be messing with me. Like, I've said this to myself, like, they shouldn't be dealing with me. But, you know, hey, they like the danger. I just
they like the danger. Okay.
But this should be a red flag.
So I think when it comes to a red flag, I don't think anybody should get to define what a red flag is but you, right? So if that person is willing to deal with all the drama, maybe they like to, you know, go to the up and down and be all up in that. So to them, it's not a red flag. And I say do what you want to do because you know what you're about to get into. At least you know how bumpy the ride is and how many twists and turns it got because they told you. So I don't think it's a red flag because they don't think it's a red flag. So I think we throw that term around like, is it a red flag? You don't get to tell me what my red flag is, you know, and what I think it is. So,
but they it was more so you knowing what your red flags is and you pointing out to that person, these are my issues, and that person is saying, I'm cool with that. Okay,
you're right. I know. I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is it a red flag for who? If the person that want to deal with it doesn't see it as a red flag, and the person that is okay with them accepting them for who they are doesn't see it, then who are we to say, oh, that's a red flag?
I got you.
Let me tell you why they accept it. Because they got issues of their own. They probably similar to one. That's why they accept it.
You know how to deal with that.
In all actuality, both of y'all is a red flag. Y'all just crazy. Right there together.
We're going to be Bobby and Whitney in this thing. We're going to do it how we do it and make a whole reality show about it.
I'm slightly, I'm in between of what both of y'all saying. I do understand it. But it is kind of like T said, I got to start sitting back and wondering, if you're willing to deal with me, especially if I explain to you, look, these are my issues. These are my problems. And they say, well, what will all your exes say about you? And I say, they will say all that, and all of this is true. Like, and thanks, Josh, because I know there's only you putting up five. But if I would say, like, you know, my exes all say this about me, and this, and I'm gonna be honest, that's who I am. Like, I'm not changing. And they like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I gotta wonder if, like, something is wrong with you if you baking me a cake. Like, am I like, I gotta wonder what you're thinking. But in all actuality, I would still indulge, because if I feel this way, if I informed you of my red flag and you willing to accept it, I'm gonna see how much you can accept. But it's, in my opinion, it's like I expect not to hear no pushback. When I do something that was basically my red flag, we ain't about to argue about it, because I didn't already inform you that was my red flag. Like, it's no conversation.
But a person like that, they want the drama.
Yeah. And
let's do all this other stuff. Like,
this is why it's a red flag. This is why it's a red flag, and why I gotta have a pushback.
If I get some the argument, then I'm with the argument.
See, yeah. Oh, you know I love a good debate. Y'all know that's like my MO. I'm ready for it. I put stuff like that. Like, I have an argument myself before I'm over there to have an argument. I'm ready for it.
I don't really like the argument. You know I got anger issues. I try to be a man of peace, believe it or not, y'all. I'm quick to
y'all.
Let's just talk. I can't just talk about it. I'm quick to say that.
Go ahead. Go ahead and read the comments, Siobhan.
Me too.
Somebody
it's a whole lot of them. Hold
book.
on, we're gonna scroll up here. Oh, so he got to get his thing. So, hold on, let me find it. Yes, I feel your red flag. It's on you, right? It's on you. Even the Ken. Yep, toxic. I'm hollering. Some people take it as a challenge. Big Tokyo says, Project Love. CC said, keeping it real. Yeah, danger. Keeping it real. Code for just let me hit or let LL get it. Asking natural hell yes. What that means is they get an adrenaline rush, but dealing with those issues gets overwhelming at some point. It seems like those are the longest lasting relationships.
That's the problem.
Keeping it real said, get a damn vote on the red flags. Like, seriously, everybody, we all got red flags, really, if you think about it, because we imperfect. So Big Tokyo says, yeah, T, that's what I say. Don't mess with me if you're going to complain. Keeping it real says, give some examples. My skin, yep. Siobhan, who points out their own red flag. Someone had to tell you they think it's a drama, but it's your natural being. Yep. Crazy. Not a reality show. Like, seriously, let's just turn the camera. Hey man, nobody is perfect. I agree too. Reg, you funny. I think it's a red flag when someone is too perfect.
I think that's a red flag.
I have found that some people like drama in the relationship, but the reason is what's questionable. Debate and arguing is different, in my opinion. I'm not arguing, not with a damn adult. Yeah, I don't like arguing.
Y'all lying.
Okay.
Y'all be arguing.
I feel
yeah.
Y'all lying. I know you
what
arguing.
you said, T?
Who's up? Josh? Is that Josh here? No. What's up, Josh? Okay.
That's
all right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? This next story, for the sake of argument, I'm gonna call the characters Tioma and Reggie. So, yes. Let's get this out the way. We finally listen. My skin naturally, Big Tokyo, Jeff. This is what we really need. Keeping it real, Ken. I got a story to tell, and we've been having a problem. Can I go first? I've been narrating all this time.
You tell it. You tell it.
I'm gonna tell it my way. I'm gonna tell my way.
You gonna tell it your way. I'm gonna tell it the real way.
Oh, so of course, whoever get the first story, tell the story.
I'm not gonna tell it, Lynn.
I'm gonna tell the story. Okay.
Josh.
So a couple of friends started going bike riding. I'm gonna say one of the friends was Tioma, one of the friends was Reggie. So the first time we went bike riding, it was just us two. We go bike riding, we go through Georgetown, not a problem. The next time we go bike riding, we actually bring Ayo. We go a couple of different times, but eventually Ayo, hold up, let Lois know. Let me tell the story. So eventually Ayo turned us on to a nice trail up in Bethesda. Me, Tioma, and Ayo go on this trail together one weekend. Not a problem. We enjoy ourselves. Not that big of a deal. About a week later, he tells, and I don't know why they always ask me, but he's like, Reg, Josh want to go on a bike ride with us. I said, not that big of a deal. But I said, stop asking me like I'm giving permission. He said, yeah, because you're the only one who don't like Josh. I don't know why they think I don't like Josh, but that's not the case. I just think he can. So this time, Ayo, yes, in Bethesda. So this time, me, Ayo, Josh, and T go on a bike ride. Now, during the bike ride, Josh keep riding way in front of us. So even Tioma, we all said, like, why you keep on, we taking a nice friendly stroll. It's about to be a nice ride. Now, I'm using this new app on my phone. Let me talk. I'm using this new app on my phone. So as we're going, I'm using this new app on my phone. My phone dies. Now, when my phone dies, Tioma did come to me and say, hey, I got a battery charge. You need it. I said, nah, not that big of a deal. It's four of us. Y'all got your own phones. Not that big of a deal. We still riding. We were slaying. We get a little further now and again. Now Tioma and Josh continue to ride in front of us, but they continue to wait. We catch up with them there, Ayo. Ayo bike is messed up. So I'm not trying to leave Ayo behind. So I'm riding alongside him. Now, we get a little further down the road, and Tioma did say, hey, the next store I go into, I'm going to get some water. Okay, not a problem. We ride. We get downtown. Now, they didn't got so far ahead of us, and Ayo is riding kind of slow. I tell AOA, I'm about to go catch up with Tioma and them because I don't want them to get too far ahead. I keep riding. I end up by the Lincoln Memorial. I'm sitting at the Lincoln Memorial. I'm sitting here. Sitting there for about 10 minutes. Nobody come back. I rides back down towards them, but then I say, you know what? I'm going to go sit at Haynes Point because that's usually where we go. I get at Haynes Point. I literally ride all the way around.
I need to go, man.
After riding around Haynes Point, I sit down for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes pass, nobody show up. I say, you know what? I'm just going home. I hops on the subway, I go home, charge my phone. About 7 o'clock in the evening, they called me. Where you at? What happened to you? I'm like, what happened to y'all? I was still riding on the course. Now, I was in my feelings, but of course, I didn't say nothing to Josh because I feel like he was the immature one. Anyway, he's a kid, in my opinion. I didn't say nothing to Ayo because that's his routine. I was so upset, I waited a whole week before I could see Tioma because I felt like he shouldn't have done it. So Friday, when I see him, I said, hey, bro, that was messed up. I didn't want to call him on the phone, wasn't no text. I didn't see you face. He said, why is that? I said, because you left me. He said, well, I told you I was going to go to the get some water. I said, no, you left me. I said, and I feel messed up that you let Josh come with us and all of a sudden left us. So was I wrong? Now let Tioma tell his side.
Let me go. All right, so first of all the stuff he told you in the beginning about me and him taking a bike ride and inviting Avery, then inviting Josh, all that's irrelevant to the main point of the story, okay?
Not irrelevant.
Now, since we're talking details, mind you, this ride to Bethesda is about Bethesda to Haynes Point is like a 20-mile bike ride, right? Normally, I bring something to drink, some snacks for everybody. That's me. Out the kindness of my heart doing this for everybody, right? This time I didn't bring it, so I forgot it. So we're riding bikes. We going. Mind you, I got ahead of them. I waited by this damn house by this river for a long time for him and Avery to catch up. So when they finally caught up, Red's like, oh, you go ahead. So we ride. He say something about his phone dying. I said, I got a charger. You want to use the charger? He like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm like, all right, cool. I continue to ride. He like, go ahead. Mind you, he's saying, go ahead. So I'm riding. I guess he didn't expect me to be that fast or something, right? So we ride. We get to where the zoo is, right? When we get to where the zoo is, we all stopped. I waited for them. We all caught up. We all stopped. I said, y'all, I'm thirsty as hell. I'm tired. I said, the first store I see, I'm going to go get me something to drink. They all, okay, cool. All right, that's a bad, yeah, yada, yada, yada. We're riding along. Again, me and Josh, we end up getting ahead of everybody. As you come off the path, it's a gas station on the left-hand side. That's the first store I saw. I went to the gas station. I said, Josh, stay out here in case Reds and Avery roll past. I'm about to get something to drink. You want to look out. So he stood outside the little store, the gas station. I went in and got me something to drink. He comes in the jump. I'm like, why you seen Reds and Avery? He like, nah, I ain't seen them or whatever. So when he go in, I stay outside the store. I see Avery come. So I'm like, Avery, where Reds at? What you? He like, nah, he disappeared. Da, 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 da. So I called Reds like 20, 30 times, forgetting that his phone died, which I asked did he want to use the battery for. So all this happens, right? We still ride to Haynes Point. We ride around Haynes Point a couple times looking for him, waiting, everything. I'm like, nah, because he might have went around while we was coming around and all this and all that. We still waiting for him. We finally said, you know what, we just going to go home and see what happened. I don't feel like I was wrong. I had somebody waiting there. He should have came to the gas station. I said the first store. There's no other stores after that either. So you would think, oh, yeah, he did say the first store. Let me go over there and check. Now y'all can decide who y'all feel like is right or wrong. Josh, come on here and explain this to him.
Hold up.
Josh, we don't need to tell the story, Josh. I think we got enough story. We need to keep it moving. But I don't y'all ready for me to share my thoughts about it? I honestly don't think either side is wrong. I think it was a big, huge misunderstanding and miscommunication. I feel like there should have been some type of understanding before y'all started. Yes, Reggie, I feel like you should have got the charger. You know your phone was going to die. And everybody should have made sure their phones was charged up so that y'all can communicate with each other. But I don't think either side was wrong. Like, Tioma was looking for you. You was looking for him. So it was just a big misunderstanding because y'all didn't have no walkie-talkies or nothing like that. So I don't understand.
I agree.
Hold up.
I agree with you.
Hold up, Siobhan. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Our friendship so close that he.
Yeah, it's.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Siobhan.
Basically,
I'm not disagreeing how you saying it, but this is the issue that I had. He left Josh outside because he knew that we could be going past. So why would you leave Josh outside if you didn't think we would pass that gas station? You left Josh outside because he knew that it's a possibility that we wouldn't see the gas station. My problem was this. He should have waited for, let me say this, and more so because I'm thinking about me. If I would have done that, when I see the gas station, I would have stopped on the trail. It wasn't going to kill me to stop and make sure they ain't get caught up with me and say, y'all, I'm going to this, what's name? And this was my number one problem right here, Siobhan. Had Josh not been there, he would have never rode that far and left us right there. I'm done. And that was my problem. And you know this. You know that.
I left him out there because that's responsible. You should have been looking, using your binoculars, looking side to side to look for the first goal.
It was a crowd of people, and I couldn't see nothing. I didn't see the gas. I didn't see the store. So that was the whole thing. I didn't see the store. So when you saying what Reggie I said the first store, I would not have left that path before I knew y'all was okay. That was
should have took the charger.
Nah.
But I think that's the thing. Like
yeah. I'm different. I'm thinking about my friends before I go over here because I don't want my friends to be left. And I had just had surgery. And I had a shirt that make you sweat. And we was riding 20 miles, and it don't make you sweat. I'm about to die out there. What they say in the comment?
For something to drink? Hell no.
It's a big communication breakdown.
They thought we was about to fight on 7th Street that day. We was out there going back. They thought we was about to fight.
Right. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Whatever y'all feeling, it y'all didn't.
Because Tioma, here's my problem. Tioma kept saying, well, why you only mad at me? I'm like, because I have much more higher standard of you than I do of them.
And I had higher standards than you, too. I think you're more intelligent than that. I think you're going to look over there and say, oh, it's the first goal, let me go over there.
Hey, Tokyo, watch your goddamn mouth, because I'm thinking about who we deleting off there. You talking that bull.
Because that is true.
Listen, I'm with 3 dudes.
But anyway, let's see what the people said.
You see what happens.
But that's the thing. You can get anyway. So CC from All says he asked him if he wanted to use the charger, and the other guy declined to assume he's the chaperone for the group without a line. And my skin natural said he's still mad. Even the real Kiki said not chaperone of the group.
That's the Twan always going against me. You know, he's not even for real with it. He don't really agree with it.
King Twan says, T, I knew that was the real reason. Big Tokyo says, T, he was mad you brought your friend.
Yeah. That's true.
And he wondered, but listen, me being such a good friend, I know that it's a little bit of friction. You know, or I guess however you feel about Josh or whatever, that I asked him, like, is it cool if he comes? Why you want me not to ask you if it's a problem? Because then if I would have just been like, come on, Josh is cool, he'd probably be like, why you just inviting people and da-da-da-da-da.
Because here's the thing, you bringing Josh. Now, Josh is cool, but Josh is still Josh, and we know Josh. And you put Josh in front of the mission. The mission was to make sure we didn't pass, and he failed. You knew we played basketball together 1,000 times. And anytime I throw a pass to somebody, and you be like, Rez, you know, goddamn gonna win. And I'd be like, you right. Instead of you like, yeah, I put the wrong person in front of me. I would have never entrusted Josh to make this goddamn gonna move. That's my thing. You entrusted Josh of all people.
He stayed there, though.
I rode past him evidently.
So let's keep going. Hello? Can we just... Okay. So it's just a lot of comments. I'm not going to go through all this, but
they basically saying I'm right, man.
No. So basically, me and T.O. is still at odds. When I see you, you know what time it is. That's the only way we're going to be able to settle it. That's the only way we're going to be able to settle it.
Well,
okay. Yeah. Don't say it too hard. I drive up there.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think y'all should at this point. Like,
I did.
Clearly, y'all can't do this together.
I kept my phone with y'all.
I'm starting my own biking group. I got 3 bikes now. Anybody want to do it, they can join. I got spots to fill.
Let's move on.
OMG.
Okay. Chrissy, a good friend, invited her to a strip club for her birthday. She had never been to see male strippers before, but her friend invited her. Of course, she was kind of learning about it, but she was excited and wanted to go since she's never been before. She immediately asked her husband, Paul, and Paul said it was not a problem. She go to the strip club, she have a ball. She come back home and literally F Paul brains out. She realized she felt like she said that she has never felt that way sexually before, and that night was amazing. Conversating with her friend about the situation, they end up going a couple of more times. And every time she says she just feels more like a sexual being. She says she come home, what's name, like she be happy to get it in. Her husband eventually asked her. He noticed the change. He noticed how much more sexual she's been, more open and everything. And he asked her, like, what's going on? Like, you seem to be, like, really getting on. I kind of noticed the difference. And she confessed, you know, men, whoever the best friend is, they don't say, but man, the best friend, we kind of been here and there still going to the strip club. He sat back and thought about it for a while and just told her, look, make that your last time. But now she said that she don't feel comfortable with, not comfortable, I should have wrote it all down in perfect, but she don't really enjoy having sex as much as she did when she went to the strip club. And she wondering if she should keep sneaking, or is her husband being very insecure? And this is more of a woman's thing. So I'm going to ask you, Siobhan, if you were in the position to where you were going to see strippers, and it seemed like it turned you on so much, but you never cheated, you never done nothing wrong, do you feel like you would continue to go even though your husband forbidden? Do you feel like your husband being insecure?
So I got so many questions. Why am I only getting turned on by the strippers? Like, and now I don't want to go. And now when I do go, I get more turned on than just regular sex with my husband.
Excitement.
Like, what is that really about? Like, am I thinking about the dude that I was just at the strip club with, watching, and now I can't have sex with? So I don't know. Would I not go? I don't want to cause no problems in my household. So it's like, if he has a problem with it, I gotta find other ways to get turned on. So maybe I need to figure out what about that, turn me on. Maybe she need to watch porn or something. I don't know. But I'm not going to keep going to see no strippers if my husband is like, no, I got a problem with that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and I felt uncomfortable, I wouldn't want him to just disregard what I had to say and just do what he want to do. So I got to figure out how to get turned on. Maybe I need to go take some pole dancing classes or something like that. Maybe it's something about the music. I don't know. But I don't think I would just keep going.
So if you feel like you had the best sex ever after seeing that, you willing to cut all that off right at this particular moment?
It's not cutting off. It's trying to figure out what that did for me and where can I find it to where it's still not jeopardizing my marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I got that ain't the only place I can get turned on like that. So it's got to be something else. I don't know. Maybe take a video of the last time we went and then play that and then do it. I don't know. I don't know.
Is he being insecure? Would you have a problem?
He is being insecure, and I feel like Paul ass need to go learn how to dance or something. What you like. Once you take the initiative, go learn some dance moves or something. Surprise her when she come home. Strip for her and see if it work like that. If it don't work like that, then you might do have a problem. It might be the nigga who's dancing too. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's just a dancing, you can learn how to dance, be a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I would do. Anyway, but if we having the best sex, she can keep going because it's helping me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Give me the nigga number so I can call him and ask him what he doing. I can do it. Maybe it's the costume. I need to go buy the costume or something. Yeah.
So you wouldn't feel no way if you know she all dancing on some dude? Okay.
Nah, because it's my job to please her, and if that's pleasing her, I need to learn how to do it. Because I want to keep getting the torch, so, you know.
I'm in the middle because I guess I understand what Siobhan's saying. It's like, is she thinking about the dude that she's doing it with, doing it for? Now, I can see if we were still having sex, I can see if this was occasion. Like occasionally I want to go out and have fun, and then, you know, I come out and I'm freaky, you know, a little more freaky. Yeah, but if this starts to be a habit, almost to the point where you can't have sex with me, in my point, it's somebody else that you're looking for. Now, like you said, if there are, let's say, because I know how people get at these stripper parties, you know, let's say that's where she feels like she can open up and really be free, then I got to figure out what is that about. Now, like I said, this is definitely not about a guy. This is just like, oh no, I like, me and my friends, we turn up, we just, then I probably wouldn't have a actual problem. But let me say this in return. If she would have told, if the sex was all of a sudden turned to fire, like she came home and the sex was like torch, and I'm like, hold up, are you cheating on me or something like that? And she like, nah, you know, we just go to the strip club. I don't think I would question her after that. Like I think that's the only thing. Like if I'm coming, if every time she come, like she come in on a Wednesday and like the Guac 3000 and I'm like, shoot, and then I'm cause I will be concerned, like, hold up, she just all of a sudden, and she like, nah, we just kind of go from time. I don't think I would question it, because I wouldn't want the mental problem of disliking it.
What would y'all do if it was the opposite? If y'all were the ones that was going to the strip club getting turned on,
to stop?
She wanted y'all to stop.
I'm gonna take her to the strip club with me and let her see. Because I'm not going to the strip club with my girl to see no niggas dancing. So it can't work like that. That's why I say he need to learn some shit on his own or something like that. But if it's reversed, I'm gonna take the girl with me to the strip club if she don't mind. And you know, this is how I am in here. This is where I come home and I'm like how I am. You know.
I guess let me try to think outside the box, because y'all both know me throwing some money at some shit because you're naked. It's not like that right there was the turn on for me.
It's bad for me too.
Yeah,
I throw
yeah. Tiama is a one time. Tiama, you knew you just threw your power. Yeah, I didn't know. Like, you'll be able to 3 more hours. But I can see, like, my thing is, I wouldn't have a problem with stopping, because, like you said, I can watch porn. I can watch stripper on what's the name. I don't. If it gets to the point where I can't perform sexually without it, then I guess I'll be breaking up. Like, because at this point, it's nothing else. Like I can't even perform no more at this particular point. Like I need this. Like, you know. The milk can't help me. Like I gotta, like I can't perform. If I can't perform, like, and I need this, it's a whole different ball game, you know. Yeah.
Dang, okay, all right. So, CC says, I appreciate your honesty. Hey, Rhyme and Reason. Big Tokyo says, right, tell him go take notes. Keep it near real. Ken said, agrees, sis. My skin naturally, he's insecure, and she may want to take him too, so that he can see what may need to change about himself to make sure she gets turned on. King Twan said that's an excuse for a female to do something they know they're not supposed to do. Hush your mouth, Twan. Keeping it real, King, what the heck is her version of porn? CC says her husband needs to accept it as a blessing to him and their sex life, right? Because she's turning up. Big Tokyo says sexual seductions in the Snoop voice, keeping it real, kinky and screaming. Okay, feeling sexual. Male strippers. Females for me. Okay, Big Tokyo, like the women's. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep.
Okay. Now, this one topic, I'm going to see if we get through that. So, this is more of a, see if people being honest out there. So, a woman said that she had one of the most embarrassing nights in bed. She said a guy actually went down to her, and, you know, she had so much tissue still left between her legs that at first he got up spitting it out, but then eventually, like, what the and she realized that she had a lot of tissue still through her leg, based off of, I guess her using the bathroom or something. And she said it bothered her so much. She said she ain't with the dude no more. But she said even now, 3 years later, she's still thinking about it. So I'm gonna start with you, T. Have you ever had such a bad experience where it linger on, or do you just get over any bad outing you had on, you know, when you do the do?
I just be charging into the game if I have a bad experience. You know, shit. You gotta just take that on the chin and just keep it moving. That situation right there, I'd have probably just been like, man, what the fuck is this? Hey, listen though. What? I ain't say I wasn't gonna finish. She gonna go to the bathroom. She go to the bathroom, get it off, clean it out. You know what I'm saying? Back. Make sure you clean that. I'm gonna finish my job. If it's a job to be done, it's gonna get done.
So, any bad experience you have on going to bed, you just brush it off the next day and move on?
Yeah, I might brush it off in the moment because, I mean, it's sex. A lot of wild shit happens doing sex, you know what I'm saying? Wolf the bra fart or something like that. You gonna stop because she farted? I'm not gonna stop because she farted.
Depends what she ate. If she had a lot of broccoli, that might change the time.
I'm gonna express myself, but I'm not. I'm like, God damn. But you know, what the fuck? We gonna take a pause, we take a break, and we won't finish. You not about to look. The train don't stop. All right.
Siobhan.
So,
have you ever had such a bad outing doing sex where it had you contemplating for years to come, or do you just brush it off in the moment and just move on?
I haven't had any bad experience. I can't think of a bad experience. Not for me. Not like where I had something like that. That's never happened. Now I will say I'm not going down on no dude if he hasn't taken a shower just like right then. I'm not sucking no salty balls. Like I think I did that one time. I was like, this don't taste right. Like you got to take a bath before I go down. So maybe that was a bad experience that I will never forget. So I'm not doing
So you still contemplate over to this day?
I don't even know who it was, but I just know I'm not touching the dick.
The smell, like the smell, now that I'm not going to finish. Like, if she's smelling, I ain't, no good. I ain't doing that. But, like, something like the tissue thing, that could be an honest mistake. Maybe her coochie too wet and she got to put something down there. She had no panty liner. She got to put the tissue down there because she's so wet all the time. I knew a girl like that. You know what I'm saying?
You telling too much. You telling it.
I just said I knew a girl like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I had a horrible experience, and I'm talking about like 17, 18 years ago. No exaggeration. And to this day, I still remember it. It bothered me for months. The experience remember so bad where I could not concentrate doing sex for about 6 months. No exaggeration. It threw me. I ain't gonna tell you what it is for y'all. You think everybody gonna be laughing at me? No, I wish I would. But the experience was so.
What was it?
It was just me can't perform too many times. Just say that. Like I could. If I really elaborated, y'all will be. It was horrible, and it was so horrible that it took me about. No. This was a whole bad day. The whole day was so It was just it led up to that, but when it happened, it bothered me so much that for months anytime getting in there, I would think about it and it would happen. Like it bothered me. So I understood the woman when she said she's still thinking about it 3 years ago. So yes, I had one of those spurs. That's why it resonated with me when I heard her say, I still think about it. This was 17 years ago. But they say in the comment, nah, Siobhan, stop looking at me trying to make me expose myself.
No, I was just wondering what it was. I thought it
I thought it was something with the woman too.
I didn't know it was you. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought it was.
No, it was something with me. I couldn't be saying.
He could have been stressed, man.
Gotcha.
You don't even know it.
You don't even know.
And then you couldn't for the rest because you always thought about that moment. So that was causing the rest of it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trust me, it was bad. And we're not going to relive it right now.
Okay. All right. That was a long time ago. You good now? Cece said, I appreciate your honesty. Oh, she said, gross. King Swan said, I'm gone. Robert Reese said, that's embarrassing. My skin said, OMG, don't ask T-on nothing else. Please, I cannot. Victoria says, dang, she couldn't do a bird bath at least. I'm appalled. Women usually prep for that event. I know. I wouldn't want nobody going down on me and I ain't bathed neither. King Twan says, I'm walking away. I don't like that she had to make sure she right. Cece said, at bare minimum, go to the bathroom, clean first, or it's hell for your eternal conscience. King Twan says, whatever her drawers look bad. Whatever her drawers look
dirty.
Why would you?
No, I guess he's saying that wasn't like, if it wasn't tissue, it was like some old underwear that gets stuck between them.
No, fuck no. No. But what if the little tissue thing, what if it was like a spur of the moment type thing? Y'all just like animalistic and y'all just like, y'all just start going at it. And you know, that just happened to be there.
Well, I mean, I can kind of understand what the lady's saying, because if we do it a spur of the moment, why am I just going down on chick? We just came from out to dinner. We've been out all day.
I'm still hungry. Because I'm still hungry.
Yeah,
I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. I had the chicken. I want the fish.
Most women like to prep it though. They be like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then they do like something.
Well, maybe she went, like I said, maybe she went there and used the bathroom, or maybe she been in the house all day, and she probably just used the bathroom that one time and felt like, okay, about to come over, and she ain't know how far it was going. Like,
no, you gotta look. You gotta look and make sure everything good. You can't just have it.
I had the chicken, and I want the fish.
I want to see if I can get into this last comment real quick. So I sent a skit to the group. The young lady named Lala. She made a skit some time ago when she was on Laughing Gas. I guess she was having some type of stuff being done. Now, a lot of people, if y'all don't know, a lot of times when y'all have Laughing Gas, sometimes y'all hallucinate. Y'all say stuff that y'all don't really mean and things of this nature. But one of the things she was saying, how she felt like she got the ugly friend. She'd be looking at the other friend. She made all types of statements and saying, like, he wasn't the one she actually wanted. So my question to the panel was this: would y'all still trust somebody if they confessed a whole lot of stuff, not action, as far as not as far as doing something, but as far as like looking or feeling a certain way? Would y'all still trust them after the medicine wear off and you basically inform them, you know, you thought I was ugly, or you thought my sex was, like stuff like that. Like they confess stuff like that during the midst of having this Laughing Gas on. Would you still be able to trust them afterwards, Siobhan?
No, because you said what you want to say. What they say, a drunk man tells no tales. I know they're not drunk, but they under the influence of that anesthesia or whatever they had. And so, no, that's how you felt. That's like, you really feel that in your heart of hearts, and it came out because you weren't able to have any filters to not say that. So that's how you feel. Go be with my friend.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'll be like, hey, doc, let me see that anesthesia. I got some shit I need to say too. Hallucinating and saying truth and shit. Give me some of that shit. But I wouldn't be able to trust them either after that. And I would have some questions. Like, why you ain't just tell me that? Like, you had to be high to tell me that? Like, come on now, we need to open up the door of communication a little bit better, because you got to be high to tell me stuff like that. Then this is definitely a problem. I'm never gonna look at you the same after that.
Yeah, right. It all depends what you say. If you tell me how you've been thinking about slobbing one of my best friend knobs, or you know you felt like it got to be something egregious. It had to be so egregious. Now you can't tell me some stuff that I knew, like, you know, yeah, I always touch your attitude with some and you make me sick sometimes, dude. And I'd be like, we know this, like, like it got to be some stuff that I didn't like know, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, before the day I told you I was gonna come see you, I went to see somebody. What the like? Yeah, like yeah, like it got to be something that I feel like real egregious, real egregious. Siobhan, you should post that clip on Dating 101 card game page for other people can see exactly what she was saying. But for this time, y'all know what it is. It is the Dating 101 card game. You know, if you haven't gotten your deck, if you haven't gotten this deck, if you haven't gotten the first deck, you definitely need to go get it. It definitely will help you in your dating life. I would ask Siobhan to read some of the comments, but we kind of running low on time, so I apologize. The bike comment kind of got us a little too far gone. Both of us had to express our feelings, so yeah, whatever.
I'm glad y'all got it out.
Miss Siobhan, what makes you feel love in relationship?
Ooh. Okay, so quality, you know, like you said, quality time, words of affirmation, tell me how pretty I am, tell me how much you love me, all that kind of stuff, tell me how much you miss me today. So yeah, that kind of stuff. And just making me feel special, like I'm the only person in the world to you. Yeah.
That's what makes her feel love in a relationship. T, what makes you feel love in a relationship?
Not feeling forced. Like I wanted to do stuff or wanna be around. I don't want to feel like, fuck all that. I don't like surprises and shit. All right, I'm the type of everything is planned, and when shit is popping up, chaos, I don't like it. So yeah, don't bring me chaos. That's all.
Yeah. I think for me, just a listener is somebody like joking, playing. Somebody don't take life too serious, but you know, be able to have a serious conversation. I do enjoy somebody that I can communicate with, but also we can say, like, you know, funny stuff where it's not offensive for us to joke with each other inappropriate anywhere. You know, somebody don't take life too serious, but also can actually talk about, you know, well-rounded stuff. Make me feel loved. I like to have those type of conversations. Make me feel connected to the person. Anybody in the comment?
I got issues.
We all do.
I got issues, y'all.
Yeah, we all do.
No, because
you want to talk about it?
What I said, that don't make me feel love. That's just what I don't like. So,
right.
Far as what make me feel love, I just like being loved on. You know what I'm saying? Touch me, hug me, you know, cater to me a little bit. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
you just said you like to be like
I got some issues. I'm realizing I got some little issues. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get that deck right there. I do got some issues.
Yeah. You need to get this deck. He need to get the deck. Of course, y'all need to get the deck. This is the Dating 101 card game. 101 questions you need to ask yourself before dating. Even though Siobhan made these in mind for you to ask yourself, I really think they're probably the greatest ones when even after you ask yourself these questions, then take them on a date and see how your mate or see how a person responds to it. Because I think these are very inquisitive. These get much deeper. Of course, the first ones, they're never a bad deal. They're definitely what's name. And for all you freaks who wanted y'all girls and guys to go to the strip club, y'all definitely need to go to this. So definitely go to the Dating 101 card game page and get y'all a deck of cards, have meaning in serious relationship. We thank for everybody coming out. each and every Monday. We love the comments. I'm glad Siobhan was back. Not saying that T didn't do a good job of reading, but she's the professional reader on the page. He's the professional controversial person on the page. And I'm not.
I just ain't feel like reading all them all that long ass.
Yeah, and this is why this is her job. This is what she do best.
I was about to be like, they know what they saying. They can.
They want to hear. They want to hear. But of course, go to the Dating 101 card game page, man. We thank everybody. We're starting them off for everybody. Happy New Year's for everybody. I forgot to tell you. Happy New Year's, everybody. See y'all next week. The first show for 2023. We out.
Join us every Monday at 9 p.m. on IG Live for Homeboys Conversation After Dark with Dating 101 Card Game. And make sure you like, comment, and share.